In our finishing touch tonight, a look at what computer technology is doing to the music business. Today, a single performer can actually take to the road with computers instead of backup musicians. And here's News 4's John Hoyleman with a famous example.
Todd Rundgren says he always wanted to be either a computer programmer or a musician. As it turns out, he's both. Rundgren performed in Milwaukee over the weekend, and you wouldn't know by listening, but his was a solo act. Just Todd. No backup band, no tape decks, just an assortment of chips and stored data, producing a wall of computer-generated sound. But can it compare with a real thing?
Let's find out.
Since they invented this thing called MIDI, you can get a little bit more fidelity and control over the sound by using the original instruments and having them controlled from a digital sequencer.
Rundgren enters the music onto digital discs, and he can control the sequencing and tempo during performances. Other bands use similar equipment, but it's unusual to have all of the backup music coming from computers. It leaves Todd alone on stage, accompanying the computer with his guitar, his piano, sometimes just his voice. Rundgren has long been regarded as a technological wizard. He developed experimental recording techniques in the early 70s, and he's remained on the cutting edge through the years. But despite his affection for this sophisticated equipment, Rundgren says nothing can replace real people.
For the most part, I like to hear human beings play. The only reason why I'm using it in the way I do in this context is because I'm only doing like 3 or 4 songs with a sequencer, maybe half a dozen at the most.
Rundgren says those few songs don't justify carrying a whole band on this tour, and the lack of live backup musicians did not seem to bother the sellout crowd at UWM. John Hoyleman, News 4.
It's got to be a strange feeling being out there front all alone, all by yourself, instead of a band behind you.
Yeah, and the parties after the show probably aren't nearly as much fun.
That's for sure.